All right, it is day 4 of Paris, and we are getting in we're in a bus on our way to the countryside to see the Chateaux de Chenonceau and Blois. And we're going to be studying the parents of Queen Marguerite de Valois, and and then the Blois Castle is part of Marie de Medici, as it was one of the castles that she was exiled to and she escaped from. And one thing I think the whole group is looking forward to is trying to see how she did that. But Chenonceau is one of the places that I really want to go to. It was just a pit stop on the Amazing Race, but it's also a very fabulous location. But the weather, we're gonna see if that puts a dampener on things, but excited for today to just kind of get to explore, be able to explore outside of Paris and see, kind of get a taste of France as a whole country. So let's see what everything has in store for today, because I think the chateaus are going to be breathtaking. Okay, we just arrived at Le Chateau, and we're greeted by this. Quack, quack. It's on a river. Here we are, we're just about to enter Chenonceau in the entrance and over to the other side, possibly for a picture at the Amazing Race pit stop. I'm happy. Yay. So here, another thing to mention about Chenonceau is that it's also known as Le Chateau de Dames, or the Chateau of Ladies. So it's built over a river, so we're going to be able to get some really nice scenes from inside.
Okay, come close.
Here we are on the south side of Chenonceau, and another thing to mention about Chenonceau was that the river that we have here was a mark of the side of freedom and oppression in World War II when Nazi Germany occupied France. Many Jews were trying to escape the fate, unfortunately, of others, and they had to be able to cross this river and other symbols of the line along here. And so Chenonceau was also known as a way to be able to free them from here. Now, following up on something not necessarily as important, right along here we have the pit stop of leg, I believe, 11 of Amazing Race season 22, and hopefully we can get a snapshot here. Okay, I believe this is about the spot that they had the pit stop. Kind of want to double check it, but the clue that the racers had to get here was the Castle of the Ladies, which is also the name for this, since this is also titled Le Chateau des Dames, which is Castle of the Ladies. So Chenonceau is a very historical piece, but also for me, it's an amazing race location, so knock that one off the bucket list. After lunch, check-in. We had lunch at the Chenonceau cafeteria, and I had some mousse, and it was spectacular. They also had cheeseburgers, which was kind of surprising. Having a little bit more time to explore Chenonceau, so we'll see if there are any other sites that we can fit in. And then after that, it's back to the van bus to go to Chateau Blois, which is located within a city, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see the connection there. And from there, we're going to explore more about Marie de Medici. Now that the sun's out, we can explore another one of my favorite things. Mazes! Little hedge maze for Chenonceau. These are called the caryatids. These were originally facades used in the original chateau. Another part of the chateau's history was it had 2 different renovations done to it, and these are designed after several different Greek gods and heroes. We are now just leaving Chateaux Chenonceau, and we are now heading to the city of Blois for Chateau Blois, and we are going to be doing another chateau exploration. And definitely enjoying the French countryside because it is very reminiscent of home in many different ways. So let's see what else Paris has in store. Well, what else the French countryside has in store. Here we are at the Chateau Bois, and fortunately, if you can't tell behind us, it is raining quite loudly around here, but we are here to explore a little bit of the history with Marie de Medici, as this was a location of hers where she stayed. So, time to explore. Here is the main courtyard of Le Chateau de Bois, and over here is it's a special staircase that we mentioned in there. It's designed like a double helix, like DNA, where one person could be going up and another person could be going down, but you'd never meet unless you're on the same staircase. And I think we may try to see if we can figure out where Marie de Medici tried to escape from. This is the Studiolo. This was where Catherine de Medici kept many of her secrets. There was secret compartments all over here, which is why it's got its second name, the Room of Secrets. And because of its design, many compartments like this were unable to be seen by the naked eye unless you knew where they were, because of how well the woodworking kept the handles and possible signs of it being a cabinet hidden. These are the stairs we had to take to get up to the Chateau Blois. I wasn't able to record going up them because it was raining and I had to have both hands for an umbrella. Didn't want to get wet or the iPad wet, but the Chateau Blois is built right into the city, and it's also on top of a hill, so stairways like this were used to get our good connections to get there from lower parts of the city. And there's also supposedly a sheer side to it, so the big important thing with that is that we know that Marie de Medici did not escape down that way. So we are leaving the city of Blois, correct? And the Chateau de Bois, and we are on our way back to Paris. Blois was definitely an interesting, as well as the whole city, getting a chance to see the structure of it. And now it's actually sunny outside instead of rainy, so the weather kind of improved, but we are now on our way back to Paris, and it kind of is going to be a long drive. Again, kind of having a next morning recap of the previous day, but we got back. The chateaus were fantastic, a great chance to see the countryside of Paris, and we got back and I kind of relaxed the rest of the evening to kind of get myself prepared, because now everything's going to be hitting the books, as to say, because I need to get ready to explore Paris's food scene with the different patisseries, and maybe possibly brush my hair as well. But definitely tomorrow, today, we're going to be going to the Louvre and exploring the interior, and hopefully coming up with other plans to explore Paris's history and of course the food scene, since I am a very big foodie.